Okay, hi everyone. Good morning from Singapore. Thank you for joining me today on the second day of the live interview. Those who have been following me is also the 7th day of my Go Live series. So today I have Rebecca with me. And hi Rebecca, thank you for accepting
Hi.
my invitations and happy to have you here to share your digital journey with us. Okay,
Thank you
so
for
we
inviting me.
no problem, no problem. Okay, so without further delay, let's start off. Rebecca, would you like to introduce about yourself first?
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Rebecca, the owner of the page Rebecca Soul, and I'm a stay-at-home mom of three beautiful girls, age 8 this year, 5 and 2.
Okay,
I am
okay, glad.
also a digital business owner, mompreneur. Yes.
Yeah, that's very good. Having three kids and you can still have time to manage the digital business. That's very awesome. Okay, so let's go to the first question I would like to find out from you. What
Mhm.
was your pain and struggle before you have this online business?
Pain and struggle. Well, um, as a stay-at-home mom, many of us will have this thought of wanting to supplement the household budget. For me, throughout my close to 8 years of being a stay-at-home mom, I've always been wanting to, finding ways to want to supplement to, relieve the stress from my husband, the financial burden. So I've been looking for ways to help, actually supplement by finding different ways, but a lot of part-time or finding part-time or other jobs that I can do while taking care of my girls, but it I could never really find one because having three kids and three different schedules, and actually I'm also living together with my parents, so there's a lot of scheduling issues. So yeah, my pain and struggle will be, finding something that really fits my mom's schedule and, as a daughter schedule. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely it's not easy. Having three young kids, you need to manage all their different schedules.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's move on to the next questions. Okay, why did you decide to have an online business out of the so many other opportunities and why this online business?
Well, actually, just before starting this online business, I've never thought of starting any online business because I did try, those MLM or other drop shipping, not really, because I've heard of the demands of the time and everything you need to put in, which I couldn't afford, and the investment that you will need. Yeah, it was, as a stay-at-home mom, it was not an option for me. So I was actually, before I became a stay-at-home mom, I was actually a preschool teacher and a supervisor. So I wanted to, last year, I actually went for a few rounds of interview to want to go back into early childhood industry again. But after going through that few rounds of interview, the interviewers were telling me that if you come back into the industry and if you come back as a supervisor or a principal, you will most likely have to devote at least 12 hours of your time for maybe the first few months if there's not enough staff or things like that. And I mean, even after that. So that brought me, back to realization that I don't think it will fit my schedule because I still have three young kids who needs me around, and I have my aging parents at home who are not at the best of health. And yeah, so when chance upon this digital business. I happened to find it as a, yeah, when I happened to find it online through the social media feed, it was like, is it something real, or is this is something that's too good to be true, So I had to do a lot of research, and I wanted to, see if this could be something that could really fit into my schedule, and like something that I've really prayed for so long. And yeah, after doing everything, my due diligence in my research and everything, I found the thing that really suits me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Correct, correct. So there are always, different like online business opportunities out there, and choosing
Mm-hmm.
the right ones that fit you is so important. Yeah. So for myself, before I started this digital business, right, I tried e-commerce dropshipping before. So like what you mentioned, it's really challenging and tedious. It took me so much energy and time to source the winning products and to build my own e-commerce store and to do my own selling. So it's too much work, too much work. So ended
Yeah.
up I gave up on it. Yeah, it didn't work
Yeah.
out.
I've heard
It's
a
too
lot
much.
about it. That's why it was scary for me. I didn't even want to go in and try
Yeah,
it at all.
correct, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last questions I have for today,
Hmm.
what is the biggest results or change that happened since you started your online business?
Yeah. I mean, for those who follow me on my page, they will be able to see a really big change. And even my family, my friends, they can see a really big jump, a big change in me, because when I was pregnant with my youngest, I felt I was going into depression because I was feeling very stressed. I could feel the stress from my husband also, because, like, financially, one more child means
Yeah.
higher expense. One more child means school fees and diapers and all the whatnots are coming in. And
Yeah.
so, for us, we were like, things were getting a bit tense, and with pregnancy and the hormones and everything, it didn't help. So yeah, that's why I felt like I was going into depression, and I was like, I need to change this. I need to do something. That's why I, went for my interviews. But when I prayed and I finally went into this business, besides having a digital business that allows me to do things anytime I want, and that can fit my schedule and anywhere I want, it this business also brought us a lot of our community of like-minded people who encourages each other, and we are taught to go through a mindset shift, with which brought me to another level of confidence and motivation every single day. As I go through this, I don't stop in trying to um, how do I say it? Like, I don't stop in trying to improve myself every single day. Before I started this, I wasn't motivated at all, because I'll be thinking, oh no, I'm stuck in at home because I have another child. I'm gonna take care of her. I'm gonna be around uh nursing her, and gonna be around and taking care of them. I'm just gonna be at home, and I'll be to others it might look like, oh, I'll be a good for nothing, just staying at home, not earning, but now with this, I have the possibility to the sky is the limit now, to for me to tap on. And my confidence and my motivation every day is so much different, and now you can see me smiling more. Last time, you don't see as much. It will be a forced smile, but now you see me smiling for no reason. And yeah, and my children can sense that also. And I feel that's the best that I can give to them. My best version will be for them, which is, yeah, the biggest result I see is I am a better version for them as I
Mm-hmm,
build
mm-hmm.
this to build a
Correct.
future for them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, the transformation is great.
Yes.
Yeah, correct, correct. And it's good for our children to have, see a happy mom. Yeah, it'll be good for them as well. Correct, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me.
I definitely, even after this, I've learned a lot about self-care. Previously, with my
Mm-hmm,
first two, I didn't really know anything about self-care. I'm all about just taking care of them. And with this, yeah,
uh-huh.
self-care, with this journey, many have taught me about self-care, and yeah, this has brought me to another level of happiness also. Yeah, sorry.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's very good. That's very good. Yeah, it's a wonderful sharing. Okay, so Rebecca, let me see what are the comments we have for today. Okay, we have Teresita. Hi, ladies. Hi, Teresita. Thank you for
Hi.
joining us. Hi, Dawn. Wishing you well as also. Okay, Teresita said, I can relate managing time with kids and full-time work is tough. Yeah, it's not easy having young kids at home and you need to manage the household, manage the children. Yeah. Okay, we have Delphine. Hi, Delphine. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, hi, Janice. Good morning to you too. Hi, Sheila. Watching from UK. Hi. Think it
Wow.
should
Hi.
be afternoon or evening over Sheila's site. Yeah, good evening or good afternoon to you. Okay. So after hearing with Rebecca sharing, I hope our audience have better insights of the digital business. So to get started, right, you just need to spare yourself 90 minutes to watch the complimentary webinar to see if it's for you. So basically, you have nothing to lose because it's a complimentary webinar. So do check it out at the web link at the bottom of the page to register yourself, or you can connect with me via my business page. And before we end these sessions, right, once again, I would like to thank Rebecca for the wonderful sharing of her amazing digital journey. Okay,
Thank you.
and thank you everyone for joining me here or catching the replay later. So have a good day ahead, and I will see you tomorrow for the live interview with my special guest. Stay tuned and bye for now. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.